Okay, what we're gonna do is run through a few pictures, slide pictures that have actually been, this little compilation of pictures have been put together, gosh, almost a year ago.
Who's that handsome guy in the uniform?
I know. It is,
The looker.
I titled it The Way We Were, because in fact, every day, you know, it's the way we were. And it is the early days of Sarasota. We are so fortunate to have, you know, in our own group here, several of you ladies that truly can relate to the way we were and can augment much of these pictures. Some of them come from the archives, Sarasota County Archives. Some of them come directly from a collection that Jarvis will talk about here in a moment. And by the way, probably has a much better, or certainly has a group of pictures that are, as I say, augmentations to these. There are certainly historians of the city of Sarasota, oh my gosh, that we all hear from time to time on various TV channels, and they're excellent in their research and their understanding and background knowledge of the city. You know, I say here the little city by the bay. In fact, that's just what it was. Tampa was the only thing on the west coast of Florida at the turn of the century. And all of it, and Bradenton became, there was an effort for Bradenton to be something, but it fiddled out. And the pier that's seen here at Sarasota suddenly became the next item of commerce as you come south out of Tampa. And boat traffic, of course, was the primary means of commerce. You'll see later a choo-choo train was underway that made a stop in Sarasota, but in the early days it was water traffic.
Is that Marina Jack's now?
You're sitting where Marina Jack is now.
Okay.
If I can make this, in other words, that is the pier. That's the city pier. Jarvis, have you got a comment? I saw you shaking your
Well, I
head.
know that's the old city pier, but I never saw that.
This is
That
out though.
was
You're
before
out.
my time.
This is out on the pier. In other words, you're sitting now out on the water.
Is that the Orange Blossom Hotel on the right?
No, it
No?
was tore down, and Orange Blossom will be later placed there. Exactly right. And the building on the other side to the street side,
The left?
you know, that left, that's where later a bookstore was put in there. What's the name of?
Charlie's News?
There you
Charlie's
go.
News.
There you
Yeah.
go. So that's, and what I
I
really like for you all to
remember
do.
when it was a boardwalk. When we came down here, it was just a boardwalk down to a little shack at the end.
Marina Jack's?
The bay, the whole
Oh.
bay, the whole bayfront.
Do exactly what we're doing now.
Uh-huh.
Chime in. You see something, you know something, or you got a question, it's just gonna kind of be part of again.
You carried your big bucket all the way out the little shack, walking a little boardwalk, and that's all that was in the bay. There weren't any boats in the bay.
I'll be darned.
Well, there was no condominiums or
No.
bayfront until many years later.
This is a little collage. Of course, we're just talking about it right now. There is City Pier, all the way over to the left here. You'll notice at the top, famous building out as you're heading out to the, what am I missing here? So,
You got the pointer?
is
It's
it-
not gonna work on the glass.
Oh, it
Okay,
doesn't,
my, this is,
okay.
yeah,
Careful.
it works up here, but
We
not
are
on
reflecting
the
off glass.
It won't work here.
No, no,
Okay.
it isn't.
The Plymouth Hotel. Or Plymouth,
Plymouth Harbor.
Plymouth
I'm sorry, Harbor, Plymouth Harbor. in its early days, not even yet moved into. Moving on over to the right, the picture that's probably made the city more famous than any of we could put up here. The end of World War II, and there's many stories surrounding the sailor and the nurse having a smooch out in the middle of New York, in Main Street.
Times Square?
Times Square, New York
Yep.
City. In the center, wow, Sarasota Airport. Of course,
Army Airfield.
we were.
Army Airfield.
That's correct. We were a significant trading airfield for during World War II. And I used to know the types of aircraft, P-47s, P-51s at one point. Many of the very famous airplanes of World War II, not the big bombers, but the little fighter stuff, which of course then, even the fighter boys were always the favorites of the ladies. So you'll find that, yes, the northern part of downtown Sarasota was frequented at Friday nights and Saturday nights because of the boys who were the fighter pilots of World War II.
And they were based in Venice. Remember, there was a base down in Venice, and it was Air Force
That was your
men.
staging field,
Yeah.
you bet. And the reason for that, so I'm told, was a longer runway over the water. There were things about it that made Venice Airfield
Right.
one of the more
Venice,
and
yeah.
Did they have the barracks still there at the airport? Did they still have the
Sarasota
barracks
Airport?
there in the 70s?
Yes, in
Right.
okay, through the 60s and real early 70s, and then they were gone. Because my dad's boss, John Hartenstein, had bought one of those barracks, and they had put their tools, big saws and everything, and my dad would go and work there at night sometimes with some of the other guys, Wendell and all them. And my sister and I would go with them too sometimes and just watch them do whatever they do, or we'd walk around and stuff.
Did they try to convert them to something and it just didn't work out? Did they have some other secondary use?
People were using them for storage or for, like I said, Hartenstein used it as to build things, and then they had trucks where they loaded the stuff up to take to the house, a house wherever they were building and stuff.
And of course, the two pictures at the bottom, icons of themselves. We're told that Publix is the third Publix ever built in the state of Florida. The one that here in Sarasota.
The one at Ringling
The
Crossing?
one at Ringling,
Yeah.
the one at Ringling, they owned that whole mall,
That's right.
Ringling Shopping Center. Publix owned it.
Which is gone now.
Probably the first one ever tore down.
It was, well, yeah,
Yeah.
but it was the first one up, and then after that, the one on North 41, North Trail, and then Southgate was built.
What about the one that, Ben, you said you went to by Johnny's Car Wash?
That's
Oh,
Southgate.
yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that one of the old ones?
I said that's
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
three.
Yeah,
North Trail, the Ringling first.
that's the one he used to
By
go
the
to.
way, Johnny's Car Wash, may have a picture of it here, but Johnny's has been here longer
yeah.
than
And Johnny
Jarvis is
Anderson,
old, probably.
and Johnny Anderson.
John
along
and
with-
and
Adelaide were,
Adelaide.
Adelaide Anderson were Christian Scientists.
Both of them, I think, were practitioners.
No.
Oh, the owners of the car wash? you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
WKXY.
I remember WKXY, oh my gosh.
Early radio station in the west coast of Florida. If you were a teenager in the 40s, 50s, 60s, you would know all, they tended to favor the younger crowd with this sort of genre. Is that how I say genre that
Yes.
they played? So in the beginning, cattle drive out east on Fruitville Road. This is somewhere in the late 1880s. There's Fruitville Road.
Fruitville and,
I don't know.
Harry Cattleman.
But
No.
yeah, Cattleman, it's,
Cattleman.
the Sarasota Inn, right
Oh.
downtown at 5 Points.
oh my God.
And was believed to be the first hotel that had independent, separate rooms. Of course, no one had their own bathroom.
Oh, gosh.
You went to a common bathroom somewhere on the floor, but
Oh, no.
Sarasota Inn,
Where was it?
1900, 5 Points. 5
At
Points.
5 Points,
At
like,
5 Points. You'll see it here in another picture.
Jarvis, is that you on the second floor there? Waving to everybody?
Here we are, the early days of Main Street. This picture to, well, I'm confused how to say right or left here. The picture with all the little barracks is the oldest picture I have here, in '87. And these are buildings of, that's Main Street going towards 5 Points.
Oh my God.
At the end of the picture, very out at the end there, is a water trough, and you'll see that. In fact, there it is at the bottom. Over here, I'm going to point right
It doesn't
there.
work. Oh,
Right above here, that's the watering hole, and those are the 5 points that come into it, and that's the early days
Oh,
of,
that's
of
the-
5 Points.
Well, if that was going
Oh.
towards 5 Points, wouldn't that be going west?
Again, say,
If that was going towards 5 Points, isn't that going west? Because it'd be going towards the bay.
I believe that is
That'd be
going
west.
down towards the bay. That's what we
That'd be
call.
going-
they
Well,
call
it
that
says it's going
Lower Main-
east.
Lower Main Street.
Okay. Wouldn't it be going west?
Yeah, but it says it's going east, so maybe it's from the other angle. Yeah.
Where the roundabout is?
I have some better pictures here.
On Main Street.
Hang on, we'll
towards
take-
the bay.
Oh, okay.
Here's also Lower Main Street going towards the water. At the very end of that street is the city, I want to say not courthouse, but city hall. Very famous, that you'll see that in many pictures, but that's City Hall. And in that picture, you'll see both horse-drawn and
Cars.
auto-powered cars.
Oh, boy.
Yet, funny to see a lighted street
Lamp.
lamp there. I would not have expected to see it that early, but there it is. And-
Now, the top left, it looks like the road is paved, or maybe that's the picture, and the bottom right,
I don't
it's
think
dirt,
it
right?
was paved. It was
Oh, it
all
wasn't?
dirt. In those years, it was all dirt.
Even when they had cars?
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they didn't have paving.
And then at the
First
top, it looks like they have
Baptist
electrical poles up there.
On the right?
Yeah, I'm just-
That's the First Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the
Right
one,
Church. It's on Main
On
Street.
Main Street.
that's the big one on Main where they have the Christmas
First
thing?
Baptist Church.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
That's right.
That's been
But
there
now
that
it's
long.
gone through many,
1924.
it's gone through
Yeah.
many different things. I mean, they may have moved a little
Yeah,
bit and then rebuilt, but that would have been the original.
Yep. City
Oh,
Hall, yeah.
yeah, I remember
There you go.
There
that.
you see City Hall,
Yep.
and that's the early Marina Jack. And it was there's the pier going out. Commerce again was number one in Sarasota, and so the boats from Tampa would make their stop at the end of that pier several a day.
Sophisticated.
So it looks like
drop
the
them
water
off.
obviously used to come all the way down. But they put
Oh,
the,
yeah. And so the bayfront, basically, well, if you came off of Main Street or off of where 5 Points and you went straight.
You bet.
So it's a
Yeah.
little different
That's
than
it.
where Marina Jack.
Yeah.
Marina Jack is further to the left, I think, a little bit.
No, actually, Terry, what I've learned from reading most of the archive stuff, from 5 Points south
Yeah,
on Main Street, they call that Lower Main.
Okay.
right.
Addresses early on and even in mail and police and everything say Lower Main Street, number 12 Lower Main. And so
And you could,
it actually is, that's Main Street coming back
From-
to us.
Yes,
Through the-
okay.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, you could drive out down to the end down there I mean, there was parking all along there.
Yeah, on the cars. I see, you can see them, look very carefully.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
So
cars
now,
along
let
there.
me ask a question. So in that building, people could pay what? Tags,
That was your taxes,
taxes?
your licenses.
So that was the early,
That was the
courthouse.
early government of
Government.
Sarasota,
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
Sure was.
wow.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
that
there's-
was on the right side of Main Street,
Yes.
on the lower.
Yeah, that's Lower Main, right?
Yeah,
Lower Main.
Montrose
Yeah.
Hotel.
it was a hotel.
And that all kind of looks, still kind of like that a little bit.
And
With
I
the-
can't, I can't read the little fine print on the postcard, maybe someone, but that's, you're right, Priscilla, that's.
Showing-
So an entrance
City
to
Pier.
City Pier and
Something hotel.
Montrose
You
Hotel.
see flying flags on top of the,
Oh, yeah, that was
Now
in the
it's
government
City
building.
Hall.
Pier
Oh,
was
that's
there.
where they go out to the water. Oh, now I see.
We're looking at it from the
And
other
where the
angle.
Yes,
hotel-
I see it.
Again,
It's
where the
right down there on the
hotel
right.
Is that the orange blossom
is,
there?
Charlie's Newsstand.
Newsstand, oh my God.
Oh, it's looking at it
That's
from that
Charlie's
way.
Newsstand where the hotel is.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
The War Memorial,
There
yeah,
you go, 1950,
yeah.
we put a war memorial up, of course, this is all political. Like
That's
things
5
are.
points, yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
says the war is over, let's honor our people. They tried apparently to name and carve or put names there of local people who had died in the war and they couldn't keep up with it. But that was the first effort to memorialize the soldiers, sailors, airmen lost
When did they take that out, that monument out?
I don't know when they took it out, no.
no, that's right.
And over on the left-hand side, that building there was a drugstore called Badgers.
It says it
Oh,
there,
yeah.
right? Yeah, it says it
Yeah.
right.
Badger's name is
Badgers.
still, Badger's moved somewhere else around town, did it not?
Is that where First Watch is now?
I don't know if it moved.
Or is that
What
across
does
the,
that say?
that's the park, wouldn't that be the park
Yeah.
where the library is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, up until this point, that was a watering trough. There was a well buried or dug there, and they let that constantly run all day long for cattle and horses to water
Oh my,
during the day.
wow.
Here we are
Oh,
again,
yeah.
5 points.
Oh,
Notice,
yeah.
this is not that 1910, but you'll see the last store that's a kind of funny shaped
Oh,
building.
yeah, that's still
That
like
was
that, yeah.
a gym or a.
That was the old Patrick's, right?
That's old
The
Patrick's.
original Patrick's.
Patrick's, right there, you
Yeah.
bet. Yeah.
And
Right here,
upstairs,
Patrick's coming right in from here.
when I was growing up, on the left-hand side of that building, there was, our dentist was upstairs, and he was a veteran of the service, and he was rough as a, I can't say the word. He was mean, and you got in that chair, it wasn't very pleasant.
He
okay?
tore up your mouth.
You don't want a mean
I'm
dentist.
told by my daughter that redheaded women have the right to say it if they want to say it.
Yeah, but I was doing that then.
Jarvis, what was his name?
Who, the dentist?
Another 5
Yeah.
points.
Oh,
Notice-
yeah.
Now notice, again, the shape of
Clock was
the,
in there.
there's Patrick's, there's that, after Patrick's, it's now a running, a store
Yeah.
where you buy running.
Oh, that clock is still there.
And there's
Same
Palmer's
clock?
Bank over here
Farmer's Bank on the
to
left,
the
yeah.
left. That's the lower, notice the famous clock at the
Yeah.
bottom, first floor of Palmer's Bank, and there lies Main Street going east. If you
Yeah,
go,
right.
if you continue to go, you'll find First Church of Christ, out there past,
At the
past
At
the
the end.
courthouse.
Yeah.
Yep, I don't think
Jarvis?
the watering
What
hole,
was the name of the dentist?
I don't think that
What was the name?
Yeah, there's nothing there at 5
Okay.
points,
No,
really.
What was the name of the
During
dentist?
this
It was
period-
kind of like a roundabout, it almost
There's,
looked
like I
like.
said, no center. The
Opposite of
centerpiece
What was the
is-
name of what?
The dentist.
Oh, Thomas,
Thomas.
Dr. Thomas.
Another 5 points. This is the one now that goes down The one that no one ever rides on. The Fifth Street that goes kind of southeast, but I can't remember its name. It goes towards,
Would that be
And on the right-hand side, beyond that big building in front, there was a huge Methodist church built there.
okay, yes.
Remember?
Uh,
Yeah.
That'd be
It
pineapple.
was beautiful. It was two
That's
stories.
pineapple.
Pineapple, yeah.
Yeah, Methodist church.
Oop, I'm at the wrong way. Let's go here.
It's
British
theater.
Theater.
Oh my God.
I saw many movies
I
at
went
the theater.
to
Did you have some fun times there?
Oh goodness. My mother would put like 3 or 4 of us children pay for them. It was only like a nickel a piece.
Oh my God.
And she'd shop and downtown and put us in the theater. We go to Red Theater
Which one's the theater, on the left or the right?
on the left-hand side.
Oh, with the red awning?
That's right,
Okay.
that's right.
Yeah.
It was a movie theater, right? A
It was-
movie.
oh
a movie.
yeah, and there was good movies, and there was also something called a serial. They were just little.
Little short movies?
Yeah. Mhm.
Back when they had newsreels in front of the movies.
I'm sorry.
Back when we would see the newsreels
Yeah.
before the
that was-
movies. You'd go in, you'd see the
Yeah.
news up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they had like all kinds of things. The war. after the
Global
war.
news.
Yeah.
I'm told that this lady was the secretary to the principal of Sarasota High School in 1962.
Oh.
And the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce, in this time.
Looks like Anita Bryant.
Not sure.
Where her
that
orange is
paid
at.
very much. All right, Lower Main, once again, now we're looking north. Now you're standing on, underneath the arcade of those, or you're almost on the edge of the pier. You're looking north. That's Palmer Bank to the north, and Priscilla to the right is where next thing they built there was the hotel you mentioned earlier.
The Orange Blossom,
That's
yeah.
it. 1948 Orange Blossom is
It's
going
right
up.
down
There it is. That's the reverse of the picture we just looked
Mhm.
at. Here we are looking to the north, Palmer, and here we are looking south on Palmer Bank, looking down at
Orange Blossom.
the bay, and that's right, and the hotel.
Wow.
Ah, you're gonna like this one.
I know I am.
The birth of a new church building downtown.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
First Church of Christ Scientists,
And
Sarasota.
take a look, folks, if you will, on your left there, there's a woman dressed in the,
Is that you?
yeah, that was me.
That's you.
No, that was my great grandmother. No, it was one of the people that was overseeing, obviously a church member, and she
Uh-huh.
was overseeing the building of the original church.
Isn't that something?
And what does that say, McDonald?
Fantastic.
Donald?
Donald, yeah. It was a very
Wow.
reputable company in town that did the building of the
I
church.
see
Did a
a-
good job.
I see a feral cat there roaming
Yeah,
around.
there's a
Yeah, right.
feral cat running across the
Show
street.
your tip.
And you can see the very rude construction, but good Lord, the building was 93 years old, 94 years old today.
You can all see the windows too
And,
already.
yeah.
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 Now this picture will shock you.
Oh, yeah.
God, there's nothing there.
That's
Oh,
to say,
yeah.
there is the church.
Yes.
And there's
This is
many
where
other-
we are out here. Well, actually, this is
The
Ringling.
church right here,
What you're
guys.
seeing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right there in front of you, that road is Ringling, where we sit right now. And right across the street, there's East Avenue. If you look to that opening,
Yeah.
there's like an opening, of course, no street lights. And to the left, you would turn, and on the end is the church. And look up at the very top is the train station.
I was gonna say
That's
that.
right.
was
Oh, that
Yeah.
building?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the train
Oh,
station.
there was a
So that's
train-
the end of
there was a
Main?
train track.
That's
On the
where
other side.
doctor's
Main
office, yeah.
Yeah,
Main
right down to
Street
the very.
is
yeah.
where
that
the church.
Oh,
This is Ringling.
yeah.
Where that circular thing is.
Yeah, that's
where
that.
the railroad
Okay.
track.
This is Ringling.
Yeah.
We are currently, this won't
There was
show up,
nothing
about
there.
this level, come right in, I can't do it, but we're in between those two white roads
Yeah.
now, or east.
Was there
Is that the
anything
street?
across the
Well,
street?
East
No,
is
there's
right
cars.
there intersecting this big wide space.
Yeah.
And we're to the right. We're sitting here to the right of whatever that would be.
Right.
The building would be on the corner where
Yeah.
you see that,
The cars are to the right.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's East Avenue.
Yeah.
Right.
95 years ago.
Well, and Payne Park was there, right?
Now, here we go. Beautiful new 1930 was the church. I just had to put this in as a contract. And there's 5 Points in 1930. But way out here, it just wasn't much, folks. And so there
Well,
probably.
this was the east end of Main Street, and the east
Oh, yeah.
end of Main Street was like no man's land, okay? It didn't exist, really. They didn't have the building, everything stopped at about where 301 is now. That's where Main Street basically stopped.
Sure.
So, yes, there was Main Street, but then it was kind of nothing, obviously, not much
Well, maybe
there.
they put that there because if people came from the train, they could walk to the church, right?
They could.
See that piece of property there that's kind of, it looks like a lot of dirt?
Yeah.
And Terry bought that piece of property. She's waiting to cash in on it here.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Next year, okay?
Yeah.
Circus days, 1920s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh, you can't think of Sarasota without the circus. And of course, it moved around many, many places. The lower picture in the archives is one of the best of all of its equipment set up. Animals were in their places that they were well cared for, if you can, I guess, care for a circus animal. But those were just a couple of shots. I'm sorry they're not big.
Where is that though?
That's
Do we know?
Out off of
Benita?
Circus Boulevard.
Beneva by
Oh,
Bobby
really?
Jones?
Yep,
Yeah.
Bobby Jones.
Yeah.
That's Bobby Jones' area.
And my uncle went on, he worked at the circus, and when they would pull out, we would come to Bella Vista Street,
Uh-huh.
and he would be up on top of the train so he could wave to us. And we
Oh, the
would-
train ran through Bahia Vista?
I'm sorry.
The train ran through Bahia Vista in the
Yeah.
Amish area?
You know where Legacy Trail is?
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
is that what she's
Yeah,
talking?
yeah.
Okay. So it crossed Bahia
It
Vista?
crossed,
Okay,
Bella Vista.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, yeah, and, he traveled with the circus. He took care of the people that had circus, horses.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what his job
And then the
was.
train used to go down to Venice, because they still had that when I lived in there.
Mm-hmm.
The
Oh,
blue and
yes.
the red circus would come down and unload the animals, take them across and take them to the
Well,
zoo.
and the circus finally did relocate to Venice.
Yes.
because
Yeah,
Sarasota-
they
I graduated in the circus.
And literally, Sarasota kicked the circus out. I mean, for the most part, they kind
Right.
of pushed them out, so they moved to Venice, where they were appreciated.
Gunther Gable and all those guys. Yeah.
Very true.
No, it is.
Main Street parades.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, the elephants, I remember that. Oh my God.
That was coming forward. You'll
There's
notice
pennies
I was
on,
gonna say,
J.C.
J.C.
Penney's
Penney's.
on
That was the very first dime store I was ever in.
And where is that? Where are we looking?
Right there,
Looking
right
to
there.
the east.
Yeah, but what would be
Main
there
Street.
now with J.C. Penney's?
The 5 Points is behind you right here.
So that would be where First Watch is?
Am I correct?
No.
They're
Five
coming
Points.
Senoritas?
east,
Tribute,
they're
maybe?
coming east.
I worked with
Are we coming east?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's J.C. Penney's
Yes,
on the
correct.
right,
That is correct. Yeah.
and the other,
And I think
Yeah,
Are there
that
people
is-
sitting
The
on the
elephants
roof?
are going towards
Oh, yeah,
Five Points,
they-
yes?
Look at the people
Yeah.
sitting on the
those
roof.
were
Oh,
wonderful.
I would never do that today.
Well, you're
With
gonna
their
get,
feet hanging
well, you're gonna
over.
get a better one here on
God.
that. Let's get, if I can find it here, this is, of
Circus.
course, there's circus,
Oh,
trailers.
gosh.
But
Is that the Heidel, what does that say, Heidelberg at the bottom? What's
let's
at the bottom?
see, I got another one here with, oh, this is cute.
Oh, yeah,
Old Ringleys being blessed,
The priest-
a train going northbound. And the
Bob's
blessing of the
train.
circus
the
animal.
priest would bless the circus, yeah, there was a, oh, Oh, God, the most
Lido
wonderful
Casino.
pavilion, and some stupid people
Lido Casino.
tore it down.
That was done in 1969, if I remember, because we just moved here. And I remember hearing about it. We didn't know that much about it, but I remember it was a big deal in Sarasota back when we first
Yeah.
moved here.
Oh,
And
yeah.
whoa, they tore down the Lido Casino.
Look how
And
far
there
the
were a
water
lot
is.
of people upset about
Oh,
it.
wait.
Look how far out the water is.
Anyone
Yeah.
from the north who would vacation to Florida came to Florida and the Lido. You know, that was just a part of, you know.
It was,
Did it have a casino in it? Did it have a gambling?
they
Or
had
did they just call
food,
it?
you
I
could
think
buy
it was a
food.
dance.
Oh,
There
dance
was
hall.
a pool, a big long pool out to the side of
Uh-huh.
it. You could swim in that.
I think
It was
back then-
just a wonderful, wonderful.
But there were a lot of celebrities there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Cornell Wiles, he was here making a movie at one time.
That was the greatest show on earth.
Greatest show on
Greatest show on earth. Yeah. Dorothy Lamour.
And Charlton Heston too. 'cause he
Yeah,
was in
The
Charlton.
it.
heydays of Lido. There's
Yeah,
some
there's Lido.
famous,
Oh, there's Jarvis right there.
Oh, I
Put
knew
dipping
that.
her legs in the pool
No, Jarvis
at the
wasn't here.
pageant.
and apparently there's some famous seahorses.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's a picture of them, I think.
There they
here
are,
somewhere.
in the bottom right.
Yeah.
Did they keep the
I
seahorses?
don't know.
Does anyone know if they kept the seahorses?
I think that somebody kept them. There was
I think
a,
Jim
and on
has them
some
out in his
cosmere.
condo.
Oh, maybe.
Out in
Okay,
Lido.
maybe.
Yeah, probably so. Nice.
Bird key in the background.
Oh,
This is
gosh.
difficult to see, but in the background
Oh,
is the
yeah,
building
top.
of Bird Key
Yeah.
with Lido in the foreground.
Yeah, that was, Bird Key was more or less brought in, one of
Dredge.
skeleton and everything
Yeah,
to make Bird Key, yeah.
pictures to make you smile. Oh my heavens.
Veterans Day Parade. Wow.
1922.
North to Tampa. That's US 41 north of Tampa in the middle.
Look at the car on the beach.
Oh, look at the.
Drive the car right on the
Snowbirds.
sand.
Nobody ate a tin tray of food like that. What's that
Oh,
called?
is that Swanson's TV dinner?
TV dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Snowbirds, Siesta Beach, 1945.
You could drive your car on the beach?
And
10 boys, 1 girl,
At
Turtle
one time
Beach.
you could.
10 boys and 1 girl at
Yeah.
Turtle Beach.
Oh,
I'm still trying to figure out who the girl is.
Jarvis.
More smiles. South Trail, Bay Vista, 1955.
Oh my
This
goodness.
brand new
Why couldn't it
fancy
look
car.
Now, when did the Amish start coming?
The reason I stuck
Oh,
this in is
When did they start coming here? In the 50s?
I don't know when
it
it was
could be.
Pinecraft,
I'm
they
struck,
really got so they were building and, you know,
I put this picture up
coming here
because I'm
and
struck by
staying
the,
during the
by
winter.
the no buildings. You know,
Yes.
just
Nice.
it was just nothing there in way of commerce and,
No street lights either.
yeah.
so the fire department
The
had
fire
cars.
department, that's the total amount of fire equipment, so. the-
No, those were small
so
trucks,
people,
right?
at the-
Those look like ambulances, the
Well,
white
they have
ones.
ambulances
They were-
too.
Yeah,
and the
those are
ambulances and
ambulances.
everything. Yeah. Willie Mizell was the architect
Memorial
of the hospital.
Oh, was he?
And his great-grandfather, I went to school with Willie, and his granddaughter also was a graduate of Sarasota Military Academy. But anyway, that's the Sarasota Hospital as it evolves.
yeah.
I wish I had one of it
I
today.
used to go in that side door when I was a candy strapper, right in there.
Which one?
The one at the bottom where it says 1963, that door.
Oh my,
Candy
It's
striper.
like 7 times.
you were born
wow.
there, you told me you were born there.
Boy, the 1925 picture almost looks like a church.
You know, 3 of my
Yeah, the
kids.
pillars and,
Yeah.
I mean, where was the emergency room?
Well, I was born at
There
Sarasota.
probably wasn't
I was
anything.
born at Sarasota
You just went in the
Memorial
door,
too.
right? There was no emergency
Back
room,
in
you just went in.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Me and all 3 of my kids too.
Oh,
It's
school
just kind of
buses.
funny, school buses.
Oh my
God.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute.
I don't know, I think
It can't be 1980.
1880 and
Well, that's
1885.
wrong. That's
No,
wrong. 18, not 19.
I was gonna say, excuse me.
I don't know, maybe that's a thing that we should go back to that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go back to that.
18, okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Here we got a 33 pickup Fruitville Road,
I was 1 year old when that 1933.
Palm Avenue.
1
You
year.
probably can recognize
That might have been
That
you in that
wasn't my
car.
picture.
They were driving you around in that car on Brookville
No, that
Road.
wasn't me.
Now the Edwards
The
Theater,
Edwards
now the
Theater.
Sarasota Opera House.
Oh, that's the Opera House. That looks like
Yeah.
water in the
There
front.
you got it.
Yeah,
Palm Avenue?
yep.
Palm Avenue. Okay, where Caragulio's and all that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct. That is
Yeah,
correct.
I see.
Yeah, and of course, the big building that has cracks in it, they don't know what to do with. Or,
Yeah.
Miramar.
It's over here on the right
Yeah.
of that street.
Miramar.
Yeah.
So the Edwards Theater, so there was no library then?
Probably Sarasota High School down there.
Riverview High School.
Oh, that's
There's your old
right.
high school.
Mine too.
You know what I don't understand is that they
She's
raised all
71,
that
I'm
money to save
72.
that building and
And
then
I
they
won't,
building?
I won't, I refuse to
The high
go there.
school.
Oh, Riverview
I
High
want to see
School.
the new one, 'cause
Sarasota.
it's not.
And
in
then-
there.
Oh, Sarasota.
There's
It's
Riverview
just Sarasota
above.
High
Yes,
School,
yes.
that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, but there's Riverview.
Well, why on earth do they,
Yeah.
excuse me,
They did keep
why
the
on earth
one.
do they allow those banners that totally take away from the architecture?
It's
and
the art
every blank
museum.
Space out there.
It's an art museum.
I think
Who
that's
can
wrong.
recognize the very center picture?
Hold on a second.
It's just wrong.
It's because it's an art museum, right?
I'm used to
Oh,
run an
okay.
art museum.
Oh,
for
you say the
25
very
years.
center,
you're talking about
Riverview?
You don't like the banners, you
But
mean?
one banner would be sufficient to preserve the look and.
I went to Sarasota High School from 7th grade to 12th grade. That's the way it was.
Now, the
Junior high.
The Riverview picture, Ben, though, didn't they
Junior high
move
was
it
across the
to the
street,
other side?
and the high
because of
school was
flooding?
on the other
No, I
side.
think Mary's correct. They
Huh?
No,
tore.
she's talking about Sarasota. Two different
But I
things.
got them all.
I'm talking about the high school in the lower right-hand side.
That's Riverview up in the upper
Top left.
left-hand corner.
Yes, yes.
But in the very center, who knows what school that is?
Well,
Parents.
when you say the
Brookside.
center,
Is that it?
I know.
What is it, Ben?
Brookside,
Brookside.
because I went there.
Brookside?
Yes, Brookside,
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
Yeah.
Brookside
That's
was like Mary said, it was also a stretch of architecture in its day. But
I
not-
never
but
went
not like
there or
Riverview.
anything.
My high school looked like this in Cape
What's the
Girardeau,
bottom
Missouri.
picture?
That was the architecture.
The bottom left.
That I don't know, but look at
I
the writing. Somebody go up there, I wish I knew.
You're writing on it?
At one time I knew what it was and I forgot.
Is that that's not the Lutheran church, is it?
But that
Saint
one right
on
here,
Bay Vista?
There's no writing on it.
you know what, it is Brookside. Because Brookside had
goodness.
those little long,
Oh my gosh.
corridor, or, what do you
Yeah.
call them, wings to it. And that, and buses would turn around out front of Brookside.
I went there.
And I don't know
But
what year.
Sarasota High School was a wonderful, wonderful place. It was 3 stories. And we had a principal, his name was Strode.
Strode.
And he was principal. He walked those halls, he saw to everything and everybody. He would run a tight ship, I'll tell you.
Trains, choo-choo trains. In 1912, 7th and 13th was a stop, was a station,
Is that where Station 400 is?
just
Now?
about.
Yes.
No, not,
No?
yeah, second, somewhere there.
No, a little bit above there because that's
You know,
only 4th Street.
And then you got the Fruitville station
Yeah, where was that?
on Fruitville Road.
Was it out by, near the packing house? There used to be one that ran behind there.
There is, that far out?
There were tracks there.
Never saw tracks up.
The Main Street
Sound like a beer.
is of course the most popular. down here on the bottom picture, that's that's the Atlantic coastline.
Can't
He
even
would
see
come
the
along and
tracks.
stop, that's Main Street he stopped at. Main Street running in front of him. And he would stop there. That was an unpublished stop. People would he'd sit there for 5 minutes, and the men of coming to Sarasota would come south, hop off the choo-choo train, go across the street to the, what's the bordello that was,
The Gator Club?
the Gator Club across the street from the choo-choo train, and they would trade
The
out. The
bordello.
men that had stayed there for a few hours or overnight would now get back on the choo-choo.
Few hours.
So that's what that was like.
Without getting into too many details. Do
Yeah.
Well,
Use your imagination.
you remember that, Jarvis, the bordello?
Oh, yeah, I was.
Were you there for a few hours or for a night?
I was sitting in
That's the best of the
a
days.
restaurant there, and here comes this train right across in front, you know, right down Main Street there, the side street. I don't know. That was crazy. No, I didn't
What
hear
happened there
what he
stayed
said.
Well,
4th
there's the
Street.
Florida Highway Patrol.
Oh, they were on 4th Street, huh?
Yep. They were with the station on 4th Street there. Don't know what this was, but I pulled it off of some record somewhere. And I'm awful sorry, but I can't read it. So,
The firehouse.
Building a firehouse?
Firehouse, yeah. Taking water?
South Trail. Building South Trail Fire Department's firehouse.
Oh my.
It says, work underway on construction of a firehouse for the South Trail Volunteer Fire Department. The fire
Yep.
station
What year
located
is that?
east of the South Trail on
53?
Clark Road. And the Siesta Drive-In Theater can be seen in the background.
That's it. What,
The drive-in movie theater?
Drive-In Theater.
and it was a donation. If you wanted fire protection, you drop by there and drop off money, cash or check. And they built their first fire truck on donations. Yeah, first
First
engine.
engine.
There it is, first engine.
Oh, my goodness.
Not sure who that was posing there.
Was that you,
Oh, wait, go back.
Well, you wanna come back to see that one? All right.
Just see what that-
Must be
Fire chief?
South Trail Fire Department.
What is that on the, so how did they get, so they probably didn't have water in the trucks, right?
Oh, they did.
They did?
but not much.
Couple hundred gallons. And
They pumped, right?
But if there was any sort of a fire going on inside a structure, you're not gonna get much attention from very much water out of the fire truck.
Yeah.
This one is just like you all remember that, you know,
301.
on 41, the Terrace Hotel in the background, which was the big hotel that was being built out east of town.
That looks like the IHOP,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
I think at one point.
On 12th Street or 17th?
No, this is.
No, this is down.
No, this is just as you're coming up towards the county building
Oh,
on the
okay.
corner. You see that big
On
tall building?
41.
It's a Terrace Hotel.
I'm breaking off from 41 turns, this is actually like old, it's 41 at that time, but 301 is what we call.
Yeah,
That's,
301.
it's right there, and that's north, just where.
That's the Terrace Hotel, which is
Yeah,
over here.
that's right, and
And
that's just south of it.
you go down that street and by the building, if you go back there, and here's where the old, trailer park was. Yeah. Tosh. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Shemaya.
Good.
Hi, honey.
Make sure you get your card out and ask them. Right?
Yeah.
The other thing about this picture I like is, that's just the hotel originally called, I think, the Sarasota something. Right behind it is a park, a Penn Park.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And
And in the early moments of the hotel's
You too.
completion, big bucks from Penny Park, who the first ballpark was.
That's where the game used to
Who
be.
was it?
So, is that real?
It wasn't in the Chicago,
Boston, or New York.
it was Boston, I think it was Chicago too.
Chicago.
And
Yeah.
what
The
I
White
remember
Sox.
my mother telling me is that it tipped off the county and the city because the big bucks from those baseball fields came in and they leased the entire building.
Yeah, they had the Red Sox at one time
Yes.
and the White Sox.
Yeah, that's Ted Williams.
In the,
If you wanted to come to Sarasota and stay in a nice building and you know, be woo-wooed by a pretty town on the bay, wasn't gonna happen because the two baseball clubs moved in there and took over that hotel
Yeah.
and said it's ours. And they put the boys of summer up, in the hotel.
And the top of the roof, there was a restaurant up there. We had a reunion up there one time, the my 25th reunion was on top of that, building, yeah, a restaurant.
Early church on Orange. Help me out, Terry.
I think that's one of the historical society right now. It's, I don't know the denomination, but I think it's now the one that's the historical society.
How far back is it? 1910.
I think that's it,
Yeah, okay.
I believe.
We're getting close to being an Airstream Convention, 1937, Penny Park.
I remember
Penny
that.
Park.
No, that one, but one
And
before.
we love
Lower,
this, I love
oh,
this
yeah.
one too. Main Street,
Oh, Lord.
62, we're getting really recent here. Look
Yeah.
at those fancy cars.
Oh, what do you
And
call
look at
those?
the socks, the shoes.
Saddles.
Yeah.
Saddle shoes, that's it, yeah.
I had to wear
Yeah.
those going to school.
Bradford let that happen. I don't
I had
know
a
if you see the shoes.
Raised.
That's right, and they carried over. The shoes were a carryover, we couldn't get
Yeah,
out.
this was,
More smiles.
wasn't Catholic. Oh.
So,
Do you have
Oh, we
one?
had
Green
Red
stamps.
bloomers, had Red bloomers.
McDonald's down at the bottom,
Yeah.
1955, I know that because that's a car that I once recall. Green stamps over on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Bobby sock, everyone in this room had Bobby sock shoes, I'm sure.
I did.
I love your shoes.
Big front row.
Again? No.
There's the new Bird Key as you drive out, the bottom picture, Bird Key. I'm gonna move right along here.
Oh, there's
There's one that was tore down,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That was tore down.
all of it. That's where those apartments are now.
Oh, Lindsay, I remember that. I would go shopping there. And then there was,
Oh, yeah, Tucker, sporting
I'll go back
goods,
to
yeah.
I'm sorry, the one that was tore down, and of course, there's a nice pizza place where we're standing right now with this picture. But here's,
Good enough to go home.
Tucker Sporting Goods.
Yep,
Everybody bought something from Tucker's. My Boy Scout uniform was bought there. I'm quite certain of that.
They were here. Oh,
The celery fields, famous throughout all of Florida.
See that, Priscilla?
What's that?
Celery fields, look at that.
Silly, you,
Sorry, I'm putting food away.
okay, Venice by the Sea. I'm not sure why this is here, Mary Ann, but there's some Venice pictures that showed up that I just saying, there's Venice
well, it's
Avenue
Sarasota County.
up at the top.
Yes, it is.
The Military Academy building there on the other top.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah. 1950, Venice, Maine, 41, and then again in 50.
It still looks like that pretty much.
First Ringling Bridge, that's a classic.
oh gosh.
Look how low that is.
Oh,
Look how
my.
flat it is.
You
Look how low it is.
wood.
Yeah.
And nothing on Longboat, right? Nothing.
Towards Longboat, going towards Longboat.
Nothing there.
My.
And this one,
Black-
I'll tell you,
Turn.
quick story.
That's in Nokomis.
That's the northern bridge over Casey Key. I was 13 years old, And the lady who was the bridge tender was named,
Boatwright?
Boatwright, thank you, Boatwright. I would ride my bicycle from my home, which is a couple miles away, on a Saturday morning to that bridge. She would pay me $4, and I was the bridge tender for the entire day while she went off and bought groceries and did what she wanted to do. It was her day to get away. And that was my job to, that bridge was not electric fence, so I put
How
a
many
big,
times did you
put a big auger in the center, and I would walk the auger, and that would cause the bridge
Bridge
to
is still
twist
there.
on a big,
Swing bridge,
on a
right?
big
Yeah.
auger. And then as the boat passed, I bring the bridge back.
Still there?
Oh my God.
Pick up the two arms, and that was my job at age 13.
But it's electric now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've been fighting about that bridge
Oh, yeah.
right now.
Some of you will remember this one.
Oh, yeah.
They'd come
Oh, yeah.
around with
Oh, yeah.
that machine
They
and
fog
fight,
up.
and I'd close every window. I couldn't
They
stand
fog
the
up and
scent.
everything.
Oh, I bet that was bad stuff too.
It was terrible.
I bet it was toxic.
Look how it's
It was.
Well,
Yeah.
a bunch of us kids would run behind it.
Oh,
Smoke.
God.
That's what's wrong with you today.
Probably.
My mother.
Hey, I don't have any problems with mosquitoes though.
Well, there you go.
They did take care of the mosquitoes.
This picture is dedicated to Priscilla's mother, who in her entire life, bless her heart, a very classy New York lady, I don't believe she ever pumped an ounce of gas in her life.
Well, in New York, they used to not let you pump gas.
Right.
In certain places.
That could well be.
No, that was a fact. That was a fact, you were not allowed
Well,
to.
there were some places in New York too, because I'm from New York. They didn't let you pump.
No, you weren't allowed to
New
pump.
Jersey is the only state you can't pump.
And that was a Nova, a Chevy Nova that woman
Maine and
had.
Lemon, the two different changes, look at that. Choo-choo train,
Oh, that's the same place? Wow.
and then down below.
That's Carajulio's,
is,
oh no,
Patrick.
Madison's. Is that Madison's? Yeah.
That same
Yeah.
picture.
Oh,
Yeah.
City.
oh my.
Look how big that train looks.
You bet.
It was big.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I think that's the last, we're getting, Fruitville, 1920. Pretty handsome road.
Wow.
My, they had trees.
With all the fruit. That Fruitville was fruits,
Oh.
right?
Now we got some Jarvis shots.
Oh, my husband took those
All right,
pictures.
Jarvis is gonna take over?
I've been in the picture, you tell me when, I just gonna,
My husband took these pictures. We went over there and he took pictures inside. I've got a whole
What is it?
stack of pictures of this old Ringling Hotel.
Ringling Hotel.
That was right across the U Pass.
Yeah.
Yep, on the corner there. Oh, yeah.
Yep. I'm just gonna move through.
If
Oh,
they
this
had
is the
fixed
ringling that was torn down.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
they tore it
okay.
down.
It was
I
right down
got
the
you.
corner.
Yeah,
Yes.
it would have been a magnificent hotel.
Until they tore it down, it was a real hazard for young kids to get hurt on weekends. You know, we'd go there and play and.
Well,
and-
we,
should've
in fact,
preserved it.
when I was in high school, a young girl, in school,
Yeah.
she went over there at night and she fell down
Yep,
and
I
killed
remember
herself.
that. It was a
Yeah.
hazard.
That was a bad
What's that?
situation. That's the bridge going across
So,
New Pass.
That's the bridge, honey, you would go under to go out to New Pass. No,
It's the
yeah,
bridge.
New Pass.
That was New Pass Bridge, yeah.
That's New Pass, that's correct.
So, wait a minute.
And that
Where
was
is
a
it? Go back,
staircase.
please.
Go back.
We're trying to
Okay, so
figure
that-
out where it
That
is.
bridge was like south,
Is it
sticking
Longboat
point,
or
with the
is
sticking
it?
going out to Siesta?
You go
This
over.
is over on,
Okay.
St. Armand, and you go across.
So it's that little one that takes you to Lido, or, okay. To Longboat, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
City.
Where we are standing is the hot dog restaurant area, right about where it says Salty Dogs Restaurant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're sitting
Yeah.
there.
City Island,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly right.
Okay, gotcha.
And when you take your boat out, you turn and come up along this way to get to the little.
Just looks so long.
Place.
It
Yeah.
does look long. It
Yeah.
was long for that.
Yeah,
Oh my.
Is that more of the Ringling?
More of the ring.
Wow.
It was such a beautiful old place.
They never finished it though.
No, see,
And see, that's the reason.
there was the, in other words, a depression or something happened, and he couldn't finish.
So they built it,
building.
never used it.
No.
No,
got
it
finished.
never finished.
Well, it
And
never
sat for
finished.
years.
It
No.
never was finished,
Uh-uh.
so there's no rooms
You'd
or
think somebody
anything
would
there.
have coughed up some money and finished
I
it,
know.
yeah.
During the Depression, nobody had it.
Yeah.
But afterwards they
In
did.
its day, boy, it would
That
have
was in
been,
the lobby.
Oh,
it
wow.
would have
Jarvis,
been
when
something.
were these photos taken?
Jarvis?
When were the photos
In
taken?
early 1900s?
Oh, God. Probably in 54, 55, something like
I
that.
would have thought early 40s. But the
That's a shame, 'cause they
It was
knocked
in
it
the
down.
50s, I think.
50s.
Later.
I
Yeah.
even had them
When the
before
pictures
just
were
because I
taken.
don't remember them.
When they
Not-
were
not
taken,
when-
when we
yeah.
took, when my husband
From
took
the
them, yeah.
Oh my
One of
God.
the roads out along road to get to it.
Is that a bear?
was, yeah, that was going up.
Looks
to
like a
it.
bear.
Swamp it.
No, that isn't.
What is that?
Bigfoot. Sad.
It was
And it was
a
the
magnificent
Ah.
place.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And they knocked it down, what, in the late 70s, early 80s?
And
The
that's
end.
one class that we're approved to go, because we got fireworks coming up in a week. There are another 50 or so slides that I have there. In this same file, I just pulled out some.
Really?
So if we want to do another one someday, I'll pull out the others.
We
And we'll
would.
do not a meal, all that sort of stuff, but we'll just have another quick.
Oh, yes, we're having a meal.
And-
Thank you, Ben, for doing that.
Yeah, thank you, that's really a cool
Thank
picture.
you.
That one, yeah. Now, that's probably 80s, right? 90s?
Oh, Lord, I don't know, it's the Sarasota.
Is that the new Ringling Bridge? So
Yeah,
that's
with the
gotta
lights
be
underneath
current,
it, that's more
right? Yeah,
recent.
yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be in the, maybe late
Recent.
90s?
It's probably
It's
more
just
recent than
really
that. They didn't have the
cool
lights
picture.
underneath it until recently.
Mary, you were very quiet, my dear.
Well, thank you, that was enjoyable.
Wait a minute.
I've only been down here 26 years, so.
I don't really.
Before you all head out.
You're, that's right.
Before you all head out.
Oh,